Hello, girls. Caitlin, come help me in the kitchen. Hurry up, because I forget where it is.
That's her mom. She's got amnesia.
What if you couldn't remember your real name, your first kiss, or your last goodbye?
I don't remember.
Honey, you have an ETA on that carrot?
Stow it.
And then suddenly,
I used to do this. I'm a chef. Yahoo!
without warning,
Give me something else.
Celery! Italian!
all your memories
Name's Charlie. I'm coming back.
came flooding back to you,
Evening, Charlie. Long time.
one bullet at a time.
I got movement on Samantha Kane.
You're good.
I may have a lead on someone. May still have some of her stuff.
This man is going to help me find some things out, so we'll be safe.
Your full name is Charlene Elizabeth Baltimore. This could be trouble.
My name is Samantha Kane.
No, forget all that.
I'm in the PTA.
Then quit! You're an assassin working for the United States government.
We have 24 hours. We find her, and we kill her.
Run for your life!
Charlie Baltimore's alive, sir.
Who are you?
His name's Charlie. The spy.
Back when we first met, you were all like, oh, phooey, I burned the darn muffins. Now, you go into a bar, 10 minutes later, sailors come running out. What up with that?
Honk if there's any trouble.
Yeah, so Miss Daisy, I be honking.
If you have plans for a calm, quiet evening,
Cover your ears. Hey, should we get a dog?
it's time to kiss them all good night. Geena Davis, Samuel L. Jackson, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Directed by Rennie Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate. And this week's episode is The Long Kiss Goodnight. Mwah. Oh my gosh.
Becky, what
Look
do we
at this
have here?
movie. Its action is so big.
It looks like one of those 90s girlfriends action movie. Oh, this is a horrible. I thought it was going to be funny, but then it
You know what, though? I think it works. I think it works because we're talking about Long Kiss Goodnight. And this is a movie that I certainly saw it in theaters. I remember the press for it. I forgot it. If someone would be like, "Oh, you remember that movie Long Kiss Goodnight?" I'd be like, "Yeah, of course." But I don't think I would have remembered. I don't remember how great this movie is. When you suggested this movie, Marcus, and you said we should do Long Kiss Goodnight, and I was like, that's great. I don't remember if it really fits to what we're doing.
So just in the back of your mind, you were just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Kind of.
No, I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm not right or wrong about anything. I mean, like, anything goes here, but I was just like, that'll be an interesting, like, departure from what we sort of like about action movies. But man,
Sure.
it is all we like and more.
It is. It's a smorgasbord of action goodness, 90s pulp, all that stuff that we love. And no, I totally see where you're coming from as far as what we've done so far, and what we, just as friends and lovers of action movies, talk about all the time. It's not that kind of single man, single woman, choreographed fighting. A lot of it, it's not that. It's a totally different realm of action. Definitely that 90s action, which we got with Face Off, Con Air, other ones too.
And we're getting into the mid-90s.
Yeah, the fun times.
This is 96. Yeah. 96 is a great year for action movies. We'll talk about other releases, but This is also that female protagonist, which was so rare, especially in the 90s, and especially in the 80s. Especially one like this, a very capable government agent, just kicking ass and taking names.
A lot of fun things. But first, before we get into everything, let's do the boring stuff up front. As always, we are Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate. You can reach us on Facebook at Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate, Instagram and Twitter at BB Karate Podcast, and then our Gmail. Please email us with anything that you want to.
Just
tips,
say hi.
Tricks, suggestions, a hi, anything. You can email us at bbkaratepodcast at gmail.com. And remember, we are on iTunes, we are on Spotify, we're everywhere that pretty much you can listen to a podcast. And please go on iTunes if you can, rate us, review us. We love to see the stars. It helps us out. It helps you out. Leave suggestions. Maybe we're leaving something out that you'd love to see. We're always
it helps
open
you out because it makes you feel good for doing something nice.
It does. It does.
So get out of bed and click on that iTunes rating and give us 5 stars. If you give us less than 5 stars, we won't be mad at you.
No.
But we appreciate your honesty.
We do. A little.
So let's get into the nitty gritty. What are we drinking this week, Marcus? Because we're Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate. Every week we pair our program, our podcast, with a drink that we think fits within the movie. And it might be based off of drink in the movie, or it might be based off what we think a character might drink. And Marcus chose this week, and I think it's perfect. What is it, Marcus?
I did. This week I chose just to go, I think I felt like at first I was thinking too much outside the box and trying to be too smart with it. And then just watching it again and seeing what Samuel L. Jackson drinks, I thought that's perfect. I haven't had it in a while. So we are drinking today vodka tonics. And the vodka is from Finlandia.
Yes.
Finlandia vodka. And then the tonic water that I have and that you have is the Schweppes.
Yeah,
Schweppes.
like
is it Schweppes or Schweppes? I think it's
I like
Schweppes.
to say Schweppes. Some
Okay,
Schweppes.
yeah.
I like to go ahead and thank our unknowing sponsors today. They didn't know they did this, and they didn't have to know. But thank you, Finlandia and Schweppes, for not giving us free stuff, making us go out and buy it, but we found it, and we're enjoying it.
Not bad. Finlandia, $19 a bottle. Not bad at all.
You're getting it straight from Finland?
Yeah. Tapped from the vodka wells of Finland.
Yes, the legendary vodka wells, blessed by Thor himself.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of tonic water, so this is. I prefer club. I prefer club soda. What is it? Not QAnon, but
QAnon. Yeah, we'll talk about them here in a minute. Yeah.
That's what this podcast is about. Quinine. How do you pronounce it?
Quinoa.
Yeah, there's
I don't know.
of...
What are we talking about? I don't know where you're going.
The ingredient in tonic water.
I don't know what that is. You're opening up new chapters of my life right now.
No, that's the taste that you have in tonic water.
Yeah,
is from something called quinine, I think is how you pronounce it.
Oh, okay. I just thought they just take regular soda water and just flatten it and just leave it out and then cap it and then that's it.
No, because quinine is actually poisonous, I believe. Quinine is a bitter compound that comes from the bark of the cinchona tree. The tree is most commonly found in South America, Central America, the islands of the Caribbean, and parts of the west coast of Africa. Quinine was originally developed as a medicine to fight malaria. It was crucial in reducing death rate of workers building the Panama Canal in the early 20th century. Quinine, when found in small doses in tonic water, is safe to consume. The first tonic waters contained powdered quinine, sugar, and soda water. Tonic water has since become a common mixer with liquor, and the most well-known combination being a gin and tonic.
Yeah.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration allows tonic water to contain no more than 83 parts per million of quinine because there can be side effects from quinine.
Okay.
Side effects and risk.
Are we getting into the side effects?
I think this is fascinating. Quinine is in tonic water is diluted enough that no serious side effects any serious side effects are unlikely. If you do have a reaction, it may include nausea, stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, ringing in the ears, confusion, and nervousness. However, there are more common side effects for quinine taken as medication. Among the more serious potential side effects associated with quinine are bleeding problems, kidney damage, abnormal heartbeat, severe allergic reaction. You had to have been a badass mofo
to be like those. Lead with those. Leave the bad. Yeah, that's man. Yeah, you did have to be a badass.
You know what my gin needs is quinine.
A little quinine, and I'm ready to go. You know what I love? I love that how always when another culture uses it as a deathly illness fighting machine, like quinine was used to fight malaria, our culture just takes it and just says, "Fuck it, let's put it in alcohol and drink it."
I imagine maybe that was just to make it more potable. Like that's probably why it is called tonic. Like there's all those health tonics of the wagon people who come around come cure all with this brand new tonic, which was like a lot of alcohol and maybe I guess quinine. So that's what we're drinking.
Mr. Rigby's tonic bottle.
That's right. Yeah. Mr. Rigby's tonic bottle. Come cure what ails you. And then they get shot and robbed. Because that was the Old West.
That was it.
So raise your tonic glasses to Finlandia and thank you all.
Do a little shuffle of the cube. And then a little sip.
Cure what ails you.
You know what? Not too bad. No. Not too bad. It doesn't put itself on the, I'm not saying that Finlandia is bad. Finlandia is a fine alcohol.
Thank you, Finlandia.
Yeah. But just mixed with the time. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a fan of mixed drinks at all, really. But it's not.
If someone bought it for me and like sent it down at the end of the bar and gave me one of those knowing like, this one's for you, I'd take it. I wouldn't send it back unless it was like, I don't know, a villain or an enemy that I've been running from for years. If it was Greg Biero at the end of the bar.
Yeah, if it was Scott Adkins, Craig Bierko, somebody like that, and just sliding me a vodka tonic down, I would drink that.
Yeah, of course. So let's get into this movie, Marcus, because let's talk about the background. We're talking 96 October?
October of 96, yeah.
Ooh, October 23rd, I believe, was the release date.
No, you are completely wrong. I don't know if you're just on a Michael Jordan kick because of his birthday, but no, it was October 11th.
October 11th. I'm not completely wrong. I got the month and the year correct.
Come on.
I'm 75% correct, almost. What a 96. So when this movie came out, I was 13. 13, ready to go, raring to go.
Yeah.
I remember
just had your quinceañera. You're ready to go. You turned.
I adopted the Mexican heritage and decided that I was going to live the rest of my life as that. And I went to see this at the theater, and I remember I had a school locker. I had a metal school locker in my room, which I thought was the coolest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, all your valuables are in there. They better be.
A bunch of my baseball cards, my Griffey Donruss rookie,
the red one, the 90 Donruss. Yeah.
No, the 89 rookie.
Oh, the 89. Yeah. I know. Okay.
So so I had that, but on the wall of my locker, where as most people might have naked chicks and things like that, I had movie tickets of all the movies I'd seen. They went very far back. Pre-96, and I had it all the way up, and I remember the last movie ticket I put on that wall before I guess I just was like, this is stupid, I'm throwing all these away, which I wish I didn't do, was Serenity.
Oh, the space, that's a space movie, right? Yeah,
Firefly spinoff,
I've heard the hype around it, but I've never seen Serenity.
I loved it. But that was the last thing I put in there, but on that locker, I remember taping Long Kiss Goodnight on there.
Nice.
It was great.
Who'd you go see it with? Do you remember?
I don't remember who I went. I very well could have went to see it alone. Yeah. For me, it didn't matter the movie. It was about amassing the tickets and going to see as many movies as possible.
It's quantity, not quality. That's
what it's
about.
Yeah.
It's quinine.
I wanted to go. Yeah, it wasn't quality at all. I knew I wanted to see action movies, and I would. As we know, my mother didn't have any problem dropping me off by myself to see just about any movie.
Harken back to Hellraiser 3.
Hellraiser 3, which she let me see by myself. So I would just go and I would just try to see all these movies, and be like, then I could go talk to them. Maybe it was a status thing. Plus, I just like getting lost in the movies. You know?
Right. Yeah.
What about you, Marcus? What was your experience with this movie?
It was 96, so it was my senior year. I was going into my last year of high school, about to make that big leap into adulthood. Were
you a bully in high school?
No, I was not a bully.
I just picture senior Marcus Hall walking up and down the halls, just
my Letterman jacket.
Yes, slapping books out of kids' hands.
Yeah. I went to a Christian high school. So before Permian, I did go to Permian in Odessa. For a year.
It is that Permian.
Friday Night Lights. I went there my sophomore year, and then went to Midland Christian in Midland, which was across town. It was the kind of like the train tracks of where